and one of the most common questions we're asked at Inner Wolf is, how do you measure your dog for a coat? Now that might seem simple, but there's a few little tips we can give just to help make it a little bit easier and get a more accurate measurement when it comes to actually then choosing the size that your dog is going to require. There's a few little mistakes that are often made which can throw the measurement out by even 5-10 centimetres or so, which will make a difference when it comes to actually fitting the dog with the coat. So I'm going to use Carlisle here as our model today. So to take the measurement correctly, the first thing you need to do is find out whereabouts where his back starts. Not so easy on a dog like Carlisle, I suppose, when they've got really thick coat. But the way to do it, and the way we've found best to get it right when we're fitting the coats in the shop here, is if you can just lift the dog's head up, and you should see the change in angle, if I keep his head still, change in angle where the neck flattens off towards the back. So that is going to be your starting point. Now I can feel, if I put my hand in just here, I can feel whereabouts Carlisle's neck stops and the flat of the back starts. So that is basically the front of the withers. So then at the back end, we're going to be looking at where the tail starts. So again, in amongst all this hair, I can feel roughly whereabouts Carlisle's tail actually starts. So grab the tape measure. In a straight line measurement, so from that point there to the base of the tail. Now, mistake that can be made there is, and especially if you've got a breed where the dog's back curves quite a lot, is actually placing the tape measure on the back and following the curve of the back. Now, as soon as you pull that tape measure tight, straight away you're going to get a long measurement in the back, and therefore a coat that's going to be oversized. Another little mistake that's often made is starting that little bit too high up the neck. So most of the coats that you're going to measure up for, where you want it to cover is from the front of the withers to the base of the tail in a nice straight line between those 2 points. A lot of the coats as well nowadays do have a bigger collar, so they might come a little bit up, but they're not taken into account when you're taking your measurement. This is just simply from there to there. So taking that measurement on there, I can see that Carlisle comes out at 65 centimetre. So next to me here, fully prepared, I've got the new Herta Monsoon jacket, which is a waterproof lightweight coat. So I'm just going to place it over Carlisle's head. You can find his nose, like that. Good boy, well done. So as you can see, with this one, because it has quite a large collar, you can fold that back. But the starting point is just there. So where this adjuster is, that is effectively the back of the coat. And you can see how it sits nicely along the back and finishes right where the base of the tail starts. This one does it nice and easily. There's loads of adjustment on there, so if you've got a deep-chested dog, like a greyhound or even pointers, any of those deeper chested breeds, there's plenty of adjustment there to fit. And so this is a great coat as well if you want to be able to keep their underbelly nice and clean and dry, and save the clean-up job when you get back after you walk. So again, just to recap, front of the withers, and the way to get that is to lift their head up, and you'll see the change in the angle from the neck to the flat of the back. That's your starting point. So you're taking that sort of vertical point there. Again, base of the tail, vertical point there, and you're measuring in a straight line between those 2 points, not placing the tape measure actually on the back and following the curve. It is simply as the crow flies from that point to that point there. Okay, I hope that's been useful. If you do have any questions, then either put them on the comment section down below, and we'll do our best to answer those. Or if you need to get in touch also, there is a live chat facility on our website, or you can email us at enquiries@innerwolf.co.uk, and we will respond to those. Good boy.